He's just cruising through YouTube right now, finding anti-Hasan clips. How? And now he's just live cruising through YouTube, trying to find cringe Hasan clips. What the This is... Okay, this is a new... I don't think I've seen even this low. At least he was getting, like, relevant clips, like topical clips when I was talking about the election, where he's going from clip to clip, and he was getting people sending him things that had to do with the election. Now he's just like, rare cringe Hasanabi compilation. 187 subscribers.
Cringe Hasanabi compilation. I love rare cringe.
Oh, hey, didn't see you there. I'm Hasan Piker.
Dude, he literally looks like Steven Crowder. Like, the energy he's exuding is straight conservative bro.
I mean, he looks like Steven Crowder in the sense that he's like a bulky guy, specifically in this context, but I mean, he does not look like Steven Crowder in terms of anything else.
Wish I could tell you that you're wrong, but somehow the aura... I don't think he gives Steven Crowder now, but in these videos, you're right. He looks and like feels so much like Steven Crowder.
I think he did like what Dave Rubin did.
Holy, he's literally parroting Steven Crowder. Do these guys not understand it? The point of these videos, they're like, oh wow, I can't believe how much he looks and feels like Steven Crowder. That's who he's parodying. He's parodying these conservative guys that are like giving men like male advice. It's literally called bro tips. They're like, I can't believe how much he looks like Steven Crowder and how much he sounds like him when he does these videos. And his mannerisms are like... Have you heard of satire? Have you heard of the show SNL? Have you ever seen that?
But like the other direction. He realized that like he could farm more audience going that direction. And Dave Rubin thought, well, I can farm more audience going to the right.
What? So now he's saying Hasan is only a socialist because he knows he can farm audience there? I mean, once again, Ethan will fluctuate back and forth between Hasan is audience captured and Hasan is an abuser to his audience. Hasan abuses his audience. What? He's saying Hasan is a grifter to the left. So wait, does Hasan truly believe these socialist things, or is he grifting to the left? What?
Rubin did, but conservative bro.
I wish I could tell you that you're wrong, but...
Cringe Hasanabi compilation. I love rare cringe.
Oh, hey, didn't see you there. I'm Hasan Piker.
Dude, he literally looks like Steven Crowder. Like, the energy he's exuding is straight conservative bro.
I wish I could...
So, like, does he look like Steven Crowder, or is he exuding that energy? Whatever.
That you're wrong, but somehow the aura... I don't think he gives Steven Crowder now, but in these videos, you're right. He looks and like feels so much like Steven Crowder.
I think he did like what Dave Rubin did, but like the other direction. He realized that like he could farm more audience going that direction. And Dave Rubin thought, well, I can farm more audience going to the right.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Doesn't seem to be coming from a very serious place.
He's always been left-leaning, though. Dave Rubin did like a full flip. Like Dave Rubin was left to right.
By the way, speaking of which, have you noticed the co-host from...
So Ethan's accusing Hasan now of not being serious, and I guess what he's saying is Hasan started off as this conservative bro type of person, but then he decided to grift to the left. Once again, this is a parody. This is a satire of Steven Crowder. He started as a leftist progressive. He literally worked at the Young Turks, which at least was a leftist progressive like media network. Okay?
The Young Turks, Anna, what's her last name, has gone like full Trump. No. And Cenk too. They've both gone like pro-Trump. It's so crazy. Check it out. It's weird.
They have?
Yeah.
I'll be straight up.
No, they haven't, you idiot. They're shifting to the right. They haven't gone... Cenk ran against Trump. Dude. Like, I know Cenk has done some stupid saying, like, Elon Musk has given me more attention than the Democrats ever have, and saying stuff like, oh, the establishment is dead now. Now we can finally start, like, making a push for, like, real worker reform. They haven't gone full Trump though. Oh my God, he's so dumb. He's so self-confident and so stupid.
I have watched a total of probably like 10 minutes of the Young Turks in my entire life.
Yeah, I don't know who's watching that stuff, but a lot of people apparently
have never really partaken.
Yeah.
This is Bro Tip. This week's Bro Tip is about bringing out the alpha.
Get a load of this thing, whatever this is. I would not want to be friends with someone that looked like this ever at any point in my life.
Holy shit, dude. Ethan is literally brain dead. This is a parody. Hasan put that on to parody people that wear like, that have like tribal tattoos and wear beads, that wear stupid cross necklaces. Hasan is parodying a guy who gives men advice. How? Oh my God. Watson, come here. Come here. Come here. I need to stress pet my dog because this video is freaking me out. Like, it's just been now. Now it's just been 5 fucking minutes of Ethan seeing Hasan do a parody and being like, oh, I can't believe how conservative he is. I can't believe how dumb he was back then. He's really changed since then. It's been, okay, how long was this? 1:12. Okay, so it's been 8 minutes now of Ethan going, wow, Hasan was so bro-like. He's changed. It's been him taking a parody literally.
Bro Tip is about bringing out the alpha male in you.
And I should have done more research, you guys, and I apologize. I didn't. I should have known that he actually dressed like this at one point and should have disassociated with him forever as a result.
It's a parody, dude. I mean, we've seen how Ethan dresses up, but I mean, oh my God, he's literally doing a character.
A few things to consider when you're thinking about Lady Gaga as a top contender.
Okay, this is the part that is so f***ing transphobic that it gets me age restricted. So I'm going to mute it, and then I'll paraphrase it for you. Actually, no,
Wait,
you mute it.
We could put up the disavow thing. Is it really that bad?
Mute it, Nate, and I'll play it for Dan.
It doesn't work that way.
Mute it?
I got it muted.
Is it muted?
Yeah, I got it muted.
It's pretty shocking. Wait, oh, no. They can hear us. I just wanted to mute the video for them so I can play it for Dan.
I don't think
We can't do that.
you can.
Okay, so I'll just play it, and then we can hit the button. Or put
You
up
want
the
you want me to bring the volume up?
The disavow.
bring the volume up, do the disavow. We disavow this.
Yeah, there you go.
Contender for Babe of the Week should be the
Hold on.
This Bro Tip is about bringing out the alpha male in you. A few things to consider when you're thinking about Lady Gaga as a top contender for Babe of the Week should be the fact that she might have a... The fact that Lady Gaga might have a small does absolutely terrify me. Here's why the 5-second rule works.
I guess it wasn't that bad. I mean, it was disgusting.
You built it up to be
Yeah, Lady Gaga having a was like a big talking point in the 2010s. I remember hearing people talking about that. And Hasan, I mean, he's definitely playing like the type of like bro kind of transphobic guy who would be like, oh my God, a hot chick, but she might have a ew, got away from me. I mean, once again, this is why Hasan abandoned this, because even though he is trying to parody these types of things, he's also, while simultaneously parodying it for his audience, people outside of his audience are going to be watching that and seeing him and not understanding that it's a parody. But what's shocking to me is like Ethan, who knows Hasan, who did a podcast with Hasan, and who talked about bro tips with Hasan in the past, is taking this literally. Like, you've literally talked to the man who told you it was a parody, and you're still choosing to take it literally. Ethan is so far gone now. He is just unable to give any kind of charity to Hasan whatsoever, or just factually understand the things that Hasan is telling him. He has no ability to consume any kind of information that Hasan is sending his way, and then like processing it in a meaningful way. It's just in one ear, out the other.
I remember that was like a thing in the early 2010s that people
That she had
speculated. Yeah, I mean, not to say that it isn't up, but
just
that's
keep
why
the-
I didn't seem that shocked when he said that.
And
That
my
was-
queen never denied it either. People, like reporters, would ask her, and
That's
she'd be
kinda-
like, "I don't
that's
know,
kinda
do
base.
I?"
Yeah, she always kind of
That's good. Actually, dope for her.
I know.
make
She
him
also
look stupid
references
by
it in the telephone music video.
Just keep up the disavow. Just cover our bases. You know what I mean? Cheers.
Because when you start thinking for longer than 5 seconds, you're immediately not thinking with your and also thinking with this pesky thing up here that we like to call our brains. So once you start thinking with your brain, you're immediately going to psych yourself out. Come back again next week when we discuss the legendary question of all time. Old enough to count, old enough to mount? Question mark? I want to say thank you to Miley Cyrus for showing off her camel toe at the VMAs the other night. I always knew Hannah Montana was a little. Don't even.
Oh, that was the one.
yeah, that one's way worse.
You know, it's times like this I just like to kick up my feet and honor my good old friend Hasan Piker, who likes to go through old footage and accuse people of being Islamophobic.
So at the VMAs the other night, I always knew Hannah Montana.
Dude, Ethan, once again, Ethan is just gone, dude. So yeah, Hasan watched clips of you. Hasan hasn't gone through the N-word compilations of you, and I mean, you know that he hasn't gone through the N-word compilations that you've done. He's watched very real criticisms and defenses that you have done about defending Israel and their occupation of Palestine. You've defended that, and you've criticized people that have been against that, okay? You haven't gone back and said that the stuff that Hasan was reacting to is wrong and you disagree with it or it was taken out of context. But what you have done is instead been like, okay, you're doing that. Let me go find this parody that you did and take everything that you said in that parody literally, even though I've had this like multi-years long relationship with you, and throughout those years we've discussed this parody before and you've said it's a parody, it doesn't actually reflect your views. I don't think that Hasan would say that it's not an effective rhetoric because it does make people sometimes think that Hasan actually believes in it, and it is a kind of a content goldmine for people that want to clip Hasan out of context. And Ethan will be like, I know all of that, but I'm going to ignore everything that you've told me over the years and instead choose to take these micro clips of you that are taken out of context at face value. Even though you've told me it's a parody, I'm going to do that. And the reason I'm doing that is because you're criticizing me defending apartheid. It's the exact same thing that Ethan did when Hasan was criticizing him of defending Yoav Gallant. Hasan said, yeah, Yoav Gallant is not a moderating force, and Ethan should know that he's not a moderating force. And then Ethan says, actually, Yoav Gallant is a moderating force. But you know what? Why are people criticizing me for defending a freak that has hundreds of thousands of people? Why are people attacking me for that when Hasan said he doesn't have a problem with Hezbollah? And then he does this entire hit piece on Hasan, like seeming like he was trying to make the point that Hasan was defending Hassan Nasrallah, who was the leader of Hezbollah. And first of all, like the hit piece that Ethan didn't actually prove his point. Hasan never said Hassan Nasrallah was a good guy, like Hila said about Yoav Gallant, and like Ethan later on defended. And then just once again, you're not able to take any kind of criticism. You always have to go on the attack. And that way he is very Trumpy-like.
Montana was a little. Don't even try to hide it.
Yep. Just times like these, eh, folks?
And just once again, it's a fucking stupid, edgy joke where Hasan is playing the character of the type of guy that would be like, oh, these Disney kids are... Like, that is like a kind of misogyny that people have, where they see these people they see these like little teenage kids on TV, and they'll be like, oh my god, why are these girls so... That is kind of like a trope of guy who walks through the living room and he's like this conservative guy and he sees what his kids are watching. He's like, oh my god, these girls on these Disney shows are so... Like, that is what Hasan is parodying right here. And Ethan's like, yeah, parody's gonna parody. Parody's gonna parody. I shouldn't really stand up now because I'm tenting right now in my pants, and any kind of friction will make me explode.
Tana Montana was what? Wasn't she a child?
Who was what? Tana Montana.
Who?
Oh,
He really said Tana Montana? Okay, whatever. That's fine.
Tana. Wait. Let me go back. You're
It's
right.
Hannah.
I always knew Hannah Montana.
Hannah Montana. Wasn't that a child? Right? How old was she meant to be in that show? She was a child.
I think the show starts when she's 12.
She's
14?
12. She's 12. And
I don't know
and
how
what,
far
what
it
is
goes
it saying
into
about
it.
her, a 12-year-old girl?
For showing off her camel toe at the VMAs the other night, I always knew Hannah Montana was a little. Don't even try to
What
hide
was
it.
the Hillary Duff show?
Hold on, I just need it.
Lizzie McGuire.
Lizzie McGuire.
Oh my god, dude. Ethan is so proud of himself for this. Yeah, you cruise through the internet and you found a parody that Hasan made. And now you're like you're like 1 degree away from literally jerking yourself off on set about your moral superiority over Hasan.
What is it?
So I'm seeing that
Dab me up, brother.
Miley Cyrus and Hasan are the same age. It's not really, you know what I mean?
She played a 13 to 14-year-old girl.
Dude, fucking Dan. He's like trying to have this pushback because he still likes Hasan. But dude, it's such weak pushback. Just say it's a parody and Hasan actually... Like, just say Hasan was playing a comedic parody character and he realized that this is bad content, so he stopped doing it, and he doesn't actually agree with any of the things that he said. Why can't you just say that? Reframe the conversation to make it more about what Ethan's talking about, where Ethan's just saying, if you find old clips of me and you play old clips of me, then I'm going to find old clips of you and play those clips. But that's not what you were doing. Those are not clips of Hasan saying things he genuinely thinks. You're just taking things out of context and trying to make him look like this misogynistic, dumbass, transphobic bro character that he was playing for comedy.
Right, and he was watching it when he was 13.
And he was thinking when she was 13 that she's a little...
Saying it makes it's not like he's like way older than her. They're
He's
like
an adult man saying that he knew a 13-year-old was a little... He wrote that joke as an adult man to be performed from an adult man.
All right, yeah, that makes sense.
You know what I mean?
Oh my god. I don't know, is Dan actually stupid? Because this is very poorly thought out pushback, and like it's kind of clear. It's kind of clear what you can do here. You don't need to defend the joke. The joke isn't... It's not supposed to be taken literally. It's not Hasan actually remembering himself in his 13-year-old body, watching a 13-year-old Hannah Montana, and then growing up and like 10 years later saying, oh yeah, I knew she was... The joke is he's parodying people that do teenagers. That's the joke, right? There is a group of people, there is an issue in America and pretty much around the world of men sexualizing young girls. And I'm not gonna lie, even in these Disney shows, there were some kind of suspect things of the showrunners the children that were in the shows. I mean, there was that whole thing. What was it with the what's that guy's name? That whole documentary that came out where he loved feet. Yes, they were sexualized, and Hasan is pointing that out in this video. But once again, I don't think it's a good form of content because people outside of Hasan's community aren't going to get it. But it's just ironic because you would think that Ethan would understand that it's a parody, because I'm sure Ethan has done parodies like this before.
You know, let's just call a spade a spade.
The Hannah we know?
No. Never met her. I don't hang around with people that young, frankly.
Look, this is a classic example of what happens when your father doesn't pay attention to you. You turn out to be a who's craving...
Dude, this is bananas.
Example of what happens when your father...
Yeah, it's literally called a fucking joke, Ethan.
...doesn't pay attention to you. You turn out to be a who's craving for attention, and then I tend to pick you up at a bar late at night and bang you out on the first date.
Yeah, has Ethan been watching Secular Talk? Why is he saying we need to call a spade a spade?
Bro, that is like, I don't know. I mean, it's so bad. That's the thing. Like, people want to hold all this over my head. Like, I feel like this is so bad. Like, how did he overcome all this? Like, this is crazy.
User Dubstep Piggy said.
Okay, so Ethan actually thinks this is literal. I'm so confused because I thought he talked to Hasan. He said at the beginning of this that on Leftovers he talked to Hasan, and Hasan said he didn't want to talk about it. So doesn't that mean that he knows that this bro tip segment was satire? So Ethan literally thinks that this was Hasan's position. Hasan was this raging misogynist, kind of a creeper on young girls, anti-trans, pro culture type of guy. And Hasan grifted to the left. That's what Ethan... Okay, so Ethan is so far gone that he actually thinks Hasan was this guy. These were his genuinely held feelings and convictions, even though Hasan has said it's satire and people in his chat are telling him it's satire. Ethan thinks this is what Hasan genuinely believed, and he grifted to the left. He said he did the opposite of Dave Rubin, and he's like, this is so crazy. How did Hasan come out of... Wait, so he's saying, how did Hasan come out of these positions? So in the midst of character assassinating Hasan by showing these old clips of him, he's admitting that Hasan no longer holds these beliefs, but he thinks that Hasan genuinely did hold them, and now like progressed out of them. What the hell?
Bro, that is like, I don't know. I mean, it's so bad. That's the thing. Like, people want to hold all this shit over my head. Like, I feel like this is so bad. Like, how did he overcome all this? Like, this is crazy.
User Dubstep Piggies.
Yeah, so he's like, how did he overcome this? So that means A, Hasan did hold these beliefs genuinely one time, and now B, he no longer holds these beliefs. So it's like, you're admitting he no longer holds these beliefs, so why are you talking about them? I guess the implication is that Hasan is reacting to stuff that Ethan no longer believes, but Ethan never goes back and says that he doesn't believe these things.
Says, just die and stop destroying this channel. Never.
Yeah. I'm so glad that I got the opportunity to pull those up. Ela Klein, that's my wife, by the way. Wonderful lady. She donated 20. Ela, stop giving my money to YouTube.
Right.
Just do 5. Every time you raise it, we're just giving more money to YouTube. We've given enough to them, man. She said, this is radioactive cringe. Jesus Christ. Yeah. No, it's pretty shocking stuff, so.
Dude, this is so embarrassing. Like, I really didn't think it'd get any worse, but this is really embarrassing. Like, he actually thinks that Hasan believed all of this stuff and he overcame it. If you genuinely think he believed all of that stuff and he overcame it, then why are you bringing it up when you yourself will admit he no longer believes these things and he disavows these things? Like, at the top of the segment, you even said he apologized for it. So what is the point of talking about it?
Never in my life.
Like, he's just an asshole.
Just such a huge
He's just an asshole at this point.
pile.
Okay, everybody's saying I'm weird for pointing out that they're the same age.
No,
I didn't. I was speaking up for somebody else. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say.
No, you're not. I'm with you, Dan. They are the same age.
okay, so what?
I
That's
feel
like saying
about
that's like
people
saying
the same age.
that's like saying if you find on someone's computer, I'm being hyperbolic, but it's like I found on this person's computer, but it was filmed 10 years ago, and he was the same age. It's so that's hyperbolic, right? But like
That's definitely
way different.
hyperbolic.
but it's kind of the same logic. It's like he's an adult saying that a child is, that she's a
About her
not,
at
not,
the moment where she's an adult.
whatever. You can decide if you listen. You can decide if you think it's gross or not. Whatever. It doesn't matter. You know what I mean? Fuck it.
Once again, getting pushed on your position, he's just like, I don't care. Who cares? Just shuts down. It's actually kind of scary how hateful Ethan is. Ethan is so hateful. Like, there's nothing that anyone can say to change his mind on Hasan. He'll say that Hasan doesn't believe that anymore, but I'm still going to criticize him. He'll say that it's satire, but he still probably holds these beliefs, and he just grifted left. So what is it anymore? Like, at the beginning of the segment, you say he grifted left because he actually holds these beliefs. At the end of the segment, you're like, how did he overcome this stuff? So he doesn't even believe anything he's saying. Ethan just says stuff and he doesn't believe anything that he's saying. It's something that I was talking about with Lonerbox too. Lonerbox was contradicting himself from the beginning of the sentence. By the end of the sentence, he was contradicting the beginning of the sentence. That's what Ethan's doing too. He doesn't have any kind of coherent belief about Hasan. The only thing in his mind is that Hasan is bad and I need to attack him for it. He doesn't have any problem with Hasan bringing up old clips because that's what Ethan's been doing this entire time. He doesn't have any, I mean, he says Hasan was grifting, but then he says he genuinely overcame it. It's crazy. He has nothing. Okay. Man, need to de-stress from this shit. Guys, consider signing up for memberships. It helps me out, helps my editors out. It's only $1 a month, so it's really not a big deal. Your name can be green. That will be cool. And thanks for watching, everyone. Talk to you later.